Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission. Join me today as I attempt to do something I have never done before.
Your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
So a while ago I came across a box of records in the collection that I bought, and it was loaded with reference records, like audiophile reference records, for checking sound waves and all these other types, tracking and just everything under the sun you can imagine. I think I have about 50 of these different records, reference records. I don't know what to do with them. I'm not that level of an audiophile. Matter of fact, I don't even consider myself an audiophile. I'm a vinyl record collector and I love music. Some people say that defines an audiophile, someone who has an extreme love for music and the highest quality sound they can achieve. I can agree with that, but in order to achieve that, you either have to have a personal assistant who understands what ohms and volts and all these electrical terms that a lot of people are not accustomed to or don't have any experience with, like myself. I'm a terrible electrician. I stay away from electricity whenever I can. I've been shocked before and I don't want to be shocked again. A turntable and knowing how to dial it in, there's a lot of variables. And this collection came with this, the Geodisc. This is a Phono Cartridge alignment tool. And I was intrigued by this because I thought to myself, well, I've never really aligned my cartridge. I'm ashamed to say. Hopefully I haven't ruined my record collection. But this is what it is. It's a plastic disc, kind of thick as you can see. It's got some raised edges on it, and the instructions come right on it, which is pretty cool. I may have skipped a couple of these steps, and hopefully anything is going to be better than what it is now, because I know I've never aligned my cartridge, and I'm going to use this to align it today, and you're going to watch me do it firsthand. And we're also going to listen to a before and after the Geodisc alignment tool adjusts my stylus. All right, so here's a brief little video on me doing it for the first time with you, and we'll get to the outcome after I'm done adjusting it. So I've taken the Geodisc and I've set it on my platter here on my turntable, and I put a piece of tape here already just so that I don't have to move it, but this is the alignment grid right here, and they say what you're supposed to do is you take your stylus and your tone arm here together and you move the grid over to where you get the stylus to land, like right in there. There's like a little hole. So I've got it dropped in there. They also recommend that you tape it down so it doesn't move now. So I've got my Scotch tape already adhered to the Geodisc right there, trying to keep it centered. And I think that should be good there. It's down, it shouldn't move. I guess we could put a piece of tape on the other side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, set it there, and then get a piece of tape on the other side so that it doesn't move around. There. Let's see if it stayed in position. Yep, looks pretty good. So next, I'm gonna loosen the screws on my head shell there. Just loose enough to where you can actually move screws, I guess, back and forth. So now I'm going to set it back in the hole, and I guess this is where we're supposed to adjust it while it's in the hole. So right now I can clearly see it's not. Let me see here. Let me see. Set it down there. Maybe went a little bit too much. Take it back. I'm going to bring this one forward a little. Take it back over. Drop it in the center again. And let's have a look. I think it's still a little bit off. Gonna have to go back and pull it back a little bit. There, I think that looks pretty straight, pretty on point. The true test is to have a listen to what it sounds like before and after. I actually did hear an improvement, and it was very slight. To some, it may seem, in person, it seemed much brighter and much more clarity. So I guess there was some distortion there from the stylus being off and not perfectly aligned with the grooves. But I'm happy I did it. At least I know that my my tool aligned my stylus the right way, because you just don't want to have things crooked on your system. And so I'm glad I got these. I have an extra one. I invite any audiophile and all audiophiles to please comment and let me know what I did right, what I did wrong, what I can do to further improve the sound, if there is anything besides getting a new turntable and maybe updating my stylus, getting a better stylus. Yeah, someone's going to crap on my system. I just know it, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. I think it's funny that people feel the need to crap on other people's stuff. Anyways, this is what I have. I actually got two of these, and these are still in circulation. The cheapest you can find these is probably 25 to 30 bucks. Don't try and talk somebody down for condition of the cover or anything like that. That I would say near mint, and the grading doesn't really count with these because you're not listening to them. It serves a purpose, and as long as the geodisc is intact and it's not cracked or broken or anything like that, it's gonna still do its job perfectly. If anybody's interested in it, I'm happy to let it go for 25 bucks, and I'll ship it for another $5 or $6, whatever media mail shipping is. and then you'll have one too as well. But I'm glad I found them, and maybe I'll do a future video on all these reference records that I know nothing about. I think maybe the audiophile community would enjoy seeing what I came across, and maybe somebody needs something in there. All right, thanks again for joining me. This is Steve on a little bit of a different video this time around, but I hope it helps somebody out there. And until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Vinyl Record Mission, so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.